Greetings to one and all present here on this occasion. It is my pleasure to welcome you to the 15th Foundation Ceremony of Anexas. I extend a special welcome to the chief guest, Mr. Shridhar Venkat, CEO of Akshaya Patra Foundation. I would now like to invite Mr. Amitabh Saxena to give his welcome address.
Thank you, Animisha, and thank you, Mr. Shridhar Venkat and Mr. Assad Atyani to join us in the 15th Foundation Day of Anexas. It gives me a great pleasure in welcoming you all. And our journey of 14 years is successfully completed today only because of the trust and faith of our customers in us and the enthusiasm of our team members to serve them. Day in and day out, 24/7. In different parts of the world, be it India, Middle East, Europe, or United States. I would like to make a special mention of all our team members who have been with us for so long and made Anexas one of the training and consulting organizations so well known for its Lean Six Sigma and project management offerings. It was all made possible because of trainers and consultants like Pradeep Sharma, Gopi Krishna, Vignesh, Anil, and Arvind who are with us, and also all the other consultants who have worked with us in the past. Not to forget our support team members like Pavitra, Rajesh, Gopika, Govind, Anju, Ashwini, Ramya, Jayashri, Shalini, everyone else. Sorry if I've forgotten something. So someone, many of you have been with us for more than a decade now. We thought of celebrating our Foundation Day by inviting the CEOs of the organizations who have been with us for more than a decade as well. And today, we would also have an award distribution function for the 9 best projects which have been chosen out of more than 50 projects completed by our participants for the month of July. So 4 projects will receive the awards at the hands of our guest of honor, Mr. Assad Atyani, and 5 of them will receive the awards at the hand of our chief guest, Mr. Shridhar Venkat. Of course, this being an offline meeting, we'll have to give an award, virtually. And what we would do is we will just put the award certificate on the screen. And after that, after the 4 names have been announced, then we would have the first the guest of honor giving a word of encouragement. And after the 5 awards have been announced, then we will have the words of encouragement from our chief guest, Mr. Shridhar Venkat. So let us begin with listening to Mr. Shridhar Venkat about his organization's Lean and Six Sigma journey. I remember conducting sessions for Akshayapatra more than 10 years ago, and since then, under his leadership, the foundation has scaled new heights. I have mentioned about this in my book, The Anexas Story, as well, and even written about how he gifted me a book then about Blue Ocean Strategy, which helped Anexas venture into new domains and areas. So what I would do is I would invite now Mr. Shridhar. Before I invite him, I will just give a brief introduction about him. Shridhar Venkat serves as the CEO of the Akshaya Patra Foundation. He has over 30 years of work experience with leading multinationals, including Philips, ABB, and Webex Communications India, that is Cisco. An Eisenhower Fellow 2014 for Innovation, Shridhar has been working with Akshaya Patra for over 14 years. Prior to that, he was the Vice President Sales of Webex Communications India. Shridhar holds a bachelor's degree in electrical engineering and a master's degree in marketing management from NMIS Mumbai. Shridhar has been inducted in the Hall of Distinguished Alumni Leaders by NMIMS. He's a graduate of the Advanced Management Program from the Wharton School, University of Pennsylvania, and he's a recipient of the Mother Teresa Social Leadership Scholarship. His search for existential purpose in life made him quit a corporate career and join Akshaya Patra, a not-for-profit organization with the vision, no child in India shall be deprived of education because of hunger, and mission to feed 5 million children daily by 2025. The foundation is the world's largest NGO-run school meal program, feeding over 1.8 million children every day in 51 locations across 12 states and 2 union territories of India. The Global Journal of Geneva has ranked the organization 23rd among the top 100 NGOs in the world. The prestigious Gandhi Peace Award for the year 2016 was conferred upon Akshaya Patra for its contribution towards socio-economic development. And he has also received the Nikkei Asia Prize 2016 for Economic and Business Innovation category. The foundation has been honored with the ICAI Gold Shield Award for Excellence in Financial Reporting for 7 times in a row. It has the distinction of being the only NGO to be inducted in the ICAI Hall of Fame. So we welcome Shridhar Venkat.
Thank you, Amitabh, for your kind words. First of all, congratulations to you, the Anexas family, for this landmark 15th Anexas Foundation Day. I congratulate each one of you.
Thank you.
It is so symbolic that I have put in 15 years in Akshaya Patra, and this is the 15th Anexas Foundation Day. And just wanted to brief all of you quickly about what Akshaya Patra does. Some of you may not be aware of listening. And then I'll share with all of you how my friend Amitabh taught me ABCD of Six Sigma. Okay. Akshaya Patra started very small in the year 2000 with just 5 schools and 1,500 children. And today we feed over 1.8 million children every day in over 20,000 schools across the country. It is the world's largest not-for-profit run school meal program with a vision that no child in India will be deprived of education because of hunger. So what basically Akshaya Patra does is we have large centralized kitchen infrastructure which cook every day fresh food and deliver it to government schools. We are a public-private partnership. We will not be what we are without being an implementer of the Government of India's flagship midday meal program.
Wow, that's great.
So as I was telling that currently we feed 1.8 million children in over 20,000 schools. Typically on a day, so Akshaya Patra has large centralized kitchen infrastructures. We feed about, on an average, 25,000, 50,000, 100,000 meals a day from these kitchens to children. These children are from government schools. Poorest of poor children from our country go to the government school. So the meal is free to these children. And on an average, Akshaya Patra handles about 400 tons of food raw material every day, raw food materials.
Wow.
Okay. And we have 52 operations. Now, last year, Akshaya Patra served about 400 million meals. And from the year 2000, it took us about 12 years to reach the first billion cumulative meals served mark. And from there, we took about 4 years to reach the second billion cumulative meals served mark. The second billion cumulative meals served mark was commemorated by the Honorable President of India at the time, President Pranab Mukherjee. And early last year, so from the second billion to the third billion, we took 2.5 years. So first 12 years for 1 billion, 4 years for the second billion, and 2.5 years for the third billion cumulative meal served mark. So early last year, Honorable Prime Minister of India commemorated this landmark of 3 billion meals. So this is the distinction which Akshaya Patra has in the world. No not-for-profit has done this feat. In all this journey, one of the most important aspects of Akshaya Patra is innovation. For example, we built the world's largest kitchen in Hubli, which can feed 250,000 children in 6 hours. So innovation has been one of the journeys in Akshaya Patra. So about 11 or 12 years back, I requested my friend Amitabh to introduce the concept of Six Sigma in Akshaya Patra. So let me share with you, when I say we did 400 million meals, my cost of meal is about 15 rupees. And every penny, every paisa saved on the cost of meal is food for 4,000 children for one whole year. That means if we save 1 paisa due to Six Sigma initiatives in Akshayapatra on our cost of meal, we can feed 4,000 more children for one whole year without raising any additional funds. So that is the brief with which me and Amitabh started this journey. And Amitabh has been very kind enough, along with his consultants. They used to give their heart and soul in Akshayapatra Six Sigma journey, which I want to share with you quickly and tell you how this organization Anexas has impacted us. And just, we have concluded the last year, March 2020, few months back. In last financial year alone, Akshayapatra has saved over $1 million, about 7.2 crores in costs or expenditure due to the Six Sigma initiatives, which Anexas team seeded with Akshayapatra. So, me and my team are very indebted to Amitabh for giving their best. Whenever we used to have the session, I've learned a lot from Amitabh and his team, and they give their heart to Akshayapatra's children and Akshayapatra's leadership team. So I'll quickly take you all through a brief presentation how the Six Sigma journey of Akshayapatra has been. As I mentioned, Akshayapatra is the world's largest not-for-profit run school meal program. Basically, I have 3 topics to discuss: our introduction, which I shared with you, and the Lean Six Sigma journey and the way forward in Akshayapatra. So this is a quick overview of India map, and you are seeing about 52 locations, 1.8 million meals across 12 states and 2 union territories, wherever you see the green bit, Akshayapatra is there. In the central bit will soon get painted green. We are going to start our kitchen in Madhya Pradesh soon. And we are also talking to Jammu and Kashmir for opening our facilities there. These are some of the awards and recognitions of Akshayapatra. I just want to quickly share with you. So Akshayapatra is Great Place to Work certified for 4 times in a row. As Amitabh rightly mentioned, we are the only not-for-profit in independent India's history to be in the Hall of Fame of the Institute of Chartered Accountants of India for excellence in financial reporting. For 7 straight years in a row, Akshayapatra has got Gold Shield for excellence in financial reporting. We got the Nikkei Asia Prize, the Dr. Abdul Kalam Prize, the League of American Communication Professionals Prize. Akshayapatra's annual report is rated among the top 50 in the world, to be precise, top 23 in the world. And we have beaten some of the best for-profit organizations in this initiative. Now, why Lean Six Sigma for Akshayapatra? Now, when I reached out to Amitabh, the idea was, we were serving many thousands of meals from every kitchen, and we wanted to optimize our processes. We wanted to make sure that we save so that we can feed more children. We were also thinking of how we can do more with less, or whether we can do same with less. These are some of the initiatives which we thought through, and that's how different Six Sigma initiatives came about. And the model and the framework which Anexas and Amitabh presented are still in practice in Akshayapatra. And till recently, my head of quality used to oversee our Six Sigma initiative, the Six Sigma Master Black Belt, and even currently also my colleague who oversees process excellence is a Six Sigma Master Black Belt. So Akshayapatra has been immensely benefited by this initiative, and Indian Institute of Management with Harvard Publishing have written about the journey of quality and Six Sigma in Akshayapatra. And it was called the Era of Quality.
Wow. Hi. Many of our participants who have done a Lean Six Sigma, and they keep telling and asking us, so what are the real applications? And many times people ask us that, can it be applied to this industry and another kind of industry? And when, this is totally new, like it is being applicable to a totally new area. Like Shridhar was telling that when when I started during those days in 2007 and 8, so people used to tell that Lean Six Sigma is applicable only to manufacturing. Then when I started in healthcare, so people were very skeptical about it. How can you apply this to healthcare? And of course, before that, we had proven something in IT as well. But so IT success stories, BPO success stories, banking success stories, manufacturing were there with us. And when I came to know about Akshaya Patra Foundation, and when I approached Akshaya Patra, this is perfectly fine. So when so that's what Shridhar welcomed, the whole idea of implementing Lean Six Sigma, purely because he said that every paisa you save will feed some children. And not only it will feed children, it will motivate them to come to the school, because most of the time the poor children, they don't go to the school because they're working in the fields. They are, being utilized by the family members for some work. And when the family members know that child will get a meal in the school, so they are willing to send it to them. So that's something great. So yeah,
Amitabh, in this journey, let me share with you, there have been fantastic case studies. A few months back, I heard noise outside my office. So I saw 3 government school boys who came into my office, and they were maneuvering a robot. And they had built this robot with scrap materials, because we run a program with that school for just robotics. And these are government school children, and they had beaten some of the best private schools and had got the jury's award for the best project on robotics. And that's the power of a meal, and which Six Sigma is enabling Akshaya Patra to make sure that we reach out to more and more children. So I Lean Six Sigma for Akshaya Patra. As I mentioned, 11 years back we started. We wanted to optimize on the following goals: were the increase in children satisfaction, improving the effectiveness of the organization's process and outputs, create a world-class problem solvers in Akshaya Patra. So what has happened, what I have learned from Amitabh and Anexas team is how we can make Six Sigma as a culture in an organization. And I remember he telling me that's a master black belt's job, and Amitabh did exactly that for Akshaya Patra. Okay, so some of the milestones of Akshaya Patra Lean Six Sigma program, I want to share. This is an in-house thing which we developed after learning from Amitabh. We looked at 7 things basically. One is awareness, training, identification of the area of improvement, project initiation, project monitoring, validation of benefits, rewards and recognition, and the cycle continues. So year after year, we have been continuing the cycle, and we have been maintaining whatever improvements we have done. And we also do an audit of these Six Sigma initiatives from time to time. TAPF is the Akshaya Patra Foundation, just for understanding. Akshaya Patra means a vessel which can give unlimited food. So till the child says enough, Akshaya Patra feeds these children food. And many of the tiny tot siblings also come for having a meal. And till they say enough, we give the children food. So as a first point on awareness front, we started this journey about 11 years back. When Amitabh first came in, he developed about 20 leadership members, joined this program, and below was the outcome of the session. Amitabh, I don't know whether you remember this. You helped us creation of mentors, sponsors created an urgency for change, they created a vision, and they provided resources, authorized it, and owned the change. Okay? Yes. So I want to tell you that we have made notes of whatever you taught us.
And okay. I also remember telling you that time that, all of us, this we do in many organizations, but very few organizations are ready to sustain it for long. And so we are so happy to see that even in the 10th year, or
Yes.
11th year journey.
So the
Still.
notes which you gave us 10 years back, those notes are still with us.
So nice, so nice.
Third one was a top-down commitment. Amitabh used to tell me, unless there is top-down commitment, this can't happen. So our team is a very empowered team. And then we also established a Lean Six Sigma leadership team, carved out from our quality group. Then the second part was training. Our first batch of green belt training happened. Amitabh did this, and 35 people attended this session, and they completed it successfully and became Lean Six Sigma green belts. Okay, and I remember very well when I attended this session. Okay.
Yes, I remember.
Yes. And training from there, 2011 till now, almost 10 years, till July, we have about 300 certified green belts, Amitabh. Okay.
Wow.
And apart from this, key members have undergone the next level training, such as black belt and master black belt. And third part which we did was identification of areas of improvement. Basically, we identified the largest area of improvement, which can really bring in optimization in terms of cost. And what we did, one of the key cornerstone principles of Akshayapatra being a great place to work is engaging all stakeholders, okay, ensuring there is high impact projects, and we explore the possibilities of projects with the help of data and interviews. Amitabh taught us how to, statistically take up projects that are significant, and that really helped us. And then in 2011, so Lean Six Sigma project initiation, in 2011, we had initiated just less than 10 projects in Bangalore region to test the methodology. And by 2020, Amitabh and Anexas team, you'll be glad to know 100 plus projects happen every year. And each of these projects have saved a lot of money. Year after year, we save crores of rupees in Akshayapatra, and we improve our process and systems.
Wow.
And then the fifth bit was project monitoring and management. As part of project management, we have created a robust monitoring system which manages the entire milestones and timelines and proactively works on communicating with all stakeholders. This has helped us a lot to scale up and manage projects in multiple regions. Let me also share one very important learning which I had, which I want to share with all the team members of Anexas as well as the people who are listening to this conversation, is Six Sigma initiative has really motivated my team members. There is a sense of achievement. They feel something meaningful they have done. Because being a very people-oriented person, for me, inspiration and motivation is extremely important. And once a team is inspired and motivated, results come. And I think framework of Six Sigma has been phenomenal for this. And then what we did was benefit validation, again, learning from Amitabh and team. We have created a 3-layer validation approach, one with the project owner, second with the operations lead. We have 52 kitchens, as I mentioned to you. And then we have a finance lead who's independent to check. When I say that 7.2 crores worth of savings have been done in Akshayapatra in the last year, independently, our finance team has validated this, the audit team has validated it to ensure that tangible and intangible benefits flow in. And these are well monitored and captured. And last but not the least, Akshayapatra is a very people-centric organization. People are many times people ask me, who's your biggest stakeholder? Generally, they expect the answer to be 1.8 billion children. I tell them no. Children are our second biggest stakeholder. The primary stakeholder is the employee. Because if the employee is satisfied, we will ensure the children are satisfied. Okay? So we have about 7,300 employees across the country, and we have many of them overseas in US as well as in UK. Recently, we have started an operation in London, an Indian NGO setting up a kitchen in London. You can imagine Britishers ruled us, time for us to rule Britain. Okay? Okay. So now about 5,000 meals are done every day, and many students and even many host community people get Akshayapatra meal in London. Okay. So we institutionalized a robust reward and recognition mechanism. We created chairman's trophy, vice chairman's trophy, So there is a lot of belongingness, and that's how we carried forward this journey. Benefits in the way forward, what I see is I see a huge level of improvement in child satisfaction, improved quality of service, better quality. Want to share with you, Harvard Business School has done 3 case studies on Akshayapatra on how a not-for-profit has scaled up to this size. 300 highly engaged, skilled, and certified problem solvers who always find better ways of performing processes. And we, as I mentioned, we have saved millions of rupees, and which has helped us serve millions of children, effective processes and better outputs. What happens is we are a public-private partnership. So the donors rely a lot on the way we manage our process and systems, the kind of credibility we give. And that's how Six Sigma framework, which was taught to us by Anexas, has really helped us in this initiative. And the way forward is we were focusing on scaling up more with the help of highly skilled team to achieve better and faster processes in our system. Also, we aim to solve strategic and important opportunities with this model, sustain this culture which has been set up with the help of Anexas, and also scale it up further. So this is a brief journey of Akshayapatra's Lean Six Sigma journey. Our goal is 5 million children by 2025. So, when I was talking at the IAS Training Academy in Missouri sometime back, there are about 110 IAS training officers who are there in that room. And one young boy, IAS training, these guys are very brainy chaps. So they asked me, 2025, you want to do 5 million, what do you want to do by 2040? So I told them our future is very bleak. I told them our future is very bleak. By the time Akshayapatra would have closed down, because there won't be any need for ending classroom hunger in this great country called Bharat.
Wow, that's.
And I would like to thank Anexas team led by Amitabh for being a partner in this journey. So I hope Amitabh will continue to travel with us till 2040 and close the shutters together with me for Akshayapatra.
Oh, okay? Sure. Why not?
I want to end this presentation with this quote of Henry Ford. He says, coming together is a beginning, keeping together is progress, working together is success. Thank you so much. Thank you, Amitabh, for giving me this opportunity. And congratulations to all of you for creating such a wonderful organization and creating an Anexas story. Thank you.
Thanks a lot, Shridhar. And it was really inspiring to see your journey. And I'm sure a lot of viewers around the world, many of them are watching live, and many more will be watching later on. And till now, we have trained more than 100,000 people around the world. I'm sure at least even 30% watch that now or later will soon get the answers. And many times I'm asked this question in my sessions and during consulting journey, that which area like Six Sigma is not applicable. So I just used to tell them that I'm yet to find that area or field where it is still not applicable. So
I think any area where measurement is required, Six Sigma applies.
Yes. And you can't improve if you cannot measure.
Absolutely.
You say that everything can be measured. So,
I heard one very interesting quote. I think I heard it from Narayana Murthy.
Yeah.
He said, Narayana Murthy, a big supporter of Akshayapatra. He said, in God we trust and others bring data.
Yes. That's really cool. Yeah. So yeah, so unless you're a God, I'm not going to trust you. I'm going to trust on the data.
Yes, absolutely.
Very good.
Thank you, Amitabh.
Thanks a lot. Thanks, Shridhar, for sharing your journey. And I'm sure all the viewers around the world would be inspired by this great work done by Akshayapatra Foundation. So now let us start the Lean Six Sigma Projects Award ceremony.
So let us hear from the 9 award winners who were selected for the Lean Six Sigma Project Award this month. The first award winner is Mr. Joe Orappa. Let us hear about his project.
So welcome, Joe, and you can share your screen. And let us give Joe his screen, and then we'll show his award later on. So Mr. Joe has done a project in uh, surveillance towers on the borders of every country has got surveillance towers on the borders, and he has done some excellent projects. And let I think instead of I speaking, let him speak about it. So yes, here you go, Joe.
Right. Thank you so much, Saxena. Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you for this wonderful opportunity and access which you have given me. And I shall be presenting a very brief overview of the Lean Six Sigma Black Belt project I have done entitled Reduction of Delays in the Surveillance Tower Construction. I basically choose this project because construction delays is by far the most common problem in the construction project delivery. And as such, standard process we do always follow in the Lean Six Sigma, which is the make, define, measure, analyze, improve, control phases. So during the define phase, we basically form the team and do the process project charter, do the SIPO, through which we have tried to capture the voice of the customer, and then we come to find the critical to quality or CTQ, and then we try to work it on forward in the measurement phase where we do massive collection of the real-time data that we have collected, and there we have used many tools to do that, wherein we have captured the current sigma level of our process, and as shown in the screen is 1.07. Then after that, we do the analyze phase. We basically do a thorough deep dive of the data that we have collected. We have tried to figure out in correlating the CTP with the CTQ, wherein we try to discover the root causes of the problems that we are encountering as far as the construction delay is concerned. And there enough, we have proven that there are some factors that really triggered or causes the delays. And we have worked on that during the improvement phases, and we formalized some solutions to mitigate such concerns or problems, issues. And as such, we have tried to do a lot of tools, again, brainstorming session, do run charts, control processes, and everything. And we have measured the process capability before and after, and we find out that there's an increase, a significant increase of about 2.3 new sigma level at that time after the improvements. So this is a massive or significant change as far as construction process is concerned. And thereafter that, we have did the control phase, wherein we have standardized the process, do some cost and benefit analysis, and we actually reduce the delays of up to 1.5 months per project. And this will basically translate into around 489,600 Saudi riyals per project. This is a massive savings for the company. Thanks to Lean Six Sigma, we have realized such savings, and thank you, Anexas, for giving us the opportunity to apply Lean Six Sigma in our project. Thank you.
Thanks, Joe. And maybe we will, of course, you'll be receiving an award, but you know, the situation is such that you'll be receiving a virtual award at this point of time. So we have got Mr. Assad, Atyani, our guest of honor. He'll be giving, maybe we'll do it together towards the end. Maybe we'll invite him. So your certificates are ready, and they will be displayed on the screen one by one once we have completed the presentation. Thanks a lot. And let us go ahead.
The next award winner is Mr. Dharanish. I would like to invite him to speak about his project.
So very good evening to everybody, and for the especially warm welcome to the Anexas team, and also for the chief guests who are there in the meeting right now. So I would like to present about my project, a brief explanation about it. So how Six Sigma helped in improving the sales improvement of commercial properties. So we'll see about it. We'll see the presentation right now. This is about the summary of my project. Can everyone see the project?
And
It's about
we have advised everyone to give a summary, although they have done a very large project running into lots of slides. So for all the we just like we requested all the presenters to be as brief as possible, and because we have got so many projects, so maybe 1 or 2 minutes we'd finish the every project afterwards. So that is why only one pager we have allowed. But of course, they have done a great work, and based on the great work they have done, we have evaluated, and out of 50 or odd, in fact, more than 50 projects we had received. Every month we receive around 50 to 60 projects. And this month we had received the same. Even in pandemic, people are still doing projects and virtual projects. And we requested them to just present a brief summary of all their projects. Yeah, please go ahead.
So let's go ahead with a brief summary of this project. So the project is about a sales improvement. Actually, just give me a sales improvement of commercial properties in Dubai. So let's go with the summary. The problem statement tells that in the define phase, we have a problem statement. The problem statement tells a sales of commercial properties, which is less than 6 crore per month. So in goal statement, we would try to improve the sales of commercial properties to more than 7 crores per month. So the CTQ would be about a sales improvement, and the tools used are SIPOC, CTQ, and all this one. And sorry. So next comes measure phase. We have a collected data, a huge data collection plans, and we have data collection plan. Current process sigma level has been calculated. It is like 2.14. And we have used a tool such as data collection plan, DPMO, process capability. And next comes the analyze phase, where we have found out some vital few causes which were affecting our business, which were not very good in sales actually. So then we came to know that the 4 reasons were high price, the training given for the sales agents, and return on investment, ROI, and the commissions given to the commission slabs given to the agents. And the tools used to do this cause and effect diagram, control impact matrix, and Pareto chart, graphical summary, and box plot and scatter plot. And then comes round robin. So then comes brainstorming techniques in the improve phase, how we are improved the sigma level and how we are given the income to the company, how we have improved it. So we can see it's a brainstorming technique done, and it's a round robin. So we have just seen the sigma level improved has been from 2.14 to 3.19, which saved a lots of benefit and which have been improvised. And additional revenue generated was about 1.7 crore per month. And the tools used were round robin, brainstorming, all these techniques. And at the final stage of control, we have controlled the process. So we have seen how the solutions, after implementing the solutions, the gains were sustained and the process performance found to be within the control limits, within the upper control limit. So tools used were IMR control chart before and after improvement. So this is about a brief about my project actually. Thank you, Anexas. Thank you for this project actually.
Thanks, Dharnish. And one of the things which we tell everyone is remember the tools, because the project might be over, but the usage of the tools will always be there. So
definitely. Yeah.
And yes,
so the third award winner is Mr. Prasanna. I would like to invite him to speak about his project as well.
Thanks for the opportunity. Good evening all, I'm Sabbala Prasanna. So my project aims to reduce the average repair time of an air compressor, basically in any industry, from 300 minutes to 200. So we have collected several data points which are based on the engineering personnel and the day on which the repair actually took place and the experience of the personnel and their training history and whether the standard operational procedure has really been followed. So we can notice that the current sigma process, which is around 1.3 sigma, I would say that would be a pretty less. So coming to analysis, using the same data, we have gathered up what would actually be the highest contributors to the repair time. So we have used tools like Ishikawa diagram and Pareto charts. And after a deep quantitative analysis, we concluded that the root causes would be the skill of the engineering personnel and the training hours that were given to him. So to improve, we have gathered the employees to conduct brainstorming meetings, and round robin methodology has been used to make sure that no employee's opinion has been left behind. And the final improvement steps were decided to be that the training hours should definitely be increased for every engineering personnel, and multi-skilling. Every engineering personnel should be able to do all the things that comes under the repair thing. So the average repair time has been drastically reduced to 233 minutes, I would say, and the Six Sigma level is around 3.7 Sigma as of now. And as you can see, as a side effect, there's definitely a saving, which is around 184,000 rupees, Indian rupees per annum. And the same improvement momentum and the enthusiasm is left to the employees to control it further in the future. So yes, and also the last point, the standard deviation has also been maintained almost the same, from around 25 minutes to 30 minutes. So that's briefly about my project. Thank you so much for the opportunity.
Thanks, Prasanna. And yeah.
Let us now hear from our fourth award winner, Mr. Neeraj.
Good evening to one and all. I'm Neeraj, and my project is about a recruitment process in a company. So the standard time of the recruitment process is in this company takes more than 120 days, that is 3 months. So in order to do that, I've applied Six Sigma for that. So the goal of this is to reduce the process in less than 55 days or 45 days, and try and identify the root causes, and also try to improve the process. So the tools were used in the defined phase were CPHQ, Project Charter, and CTQ. And the main CTQ is to reduce the cycle time. So the next one is moving on to the measure phase. 50 samples of the data were collected through tools such as graphical summary, scatter plot, one sample T, box plot, probability plot. And the sigma was estimated to be 0. It was calculated as 0. And in the analyze phase, all the root causes were analyzed and found out through cause and effect diagram, Pareto chart, scatter plot, correlation, FMEA, and IMR chart. So the major root causes were delay in screening of applications, waiting of approvals, interviews, that is rejection of interviews, delay, postponing of interviews, and scheduling as well, and even the location. So that were the major root causes. So moving on to the improve phase, a lot of ideas and solutions were generated, and the Six Sigma level was improved from 0 to 1.13. And at the same time, using the cost benefit analysis, the process had a total estimated savings of 2.2 crores. And moving on to the control phase, after executing the solutions, there were improvement as the process of the recruitment cycle time was reduced to 53.5 days. The tools were used as IMR chart. The lesson learned is in the project is that do not try to postpone any work is given to any member in the organization, and try to hire as much as candidates as possible, and also try to promote the company and advertise the company more. So this is about the summary of my project. Thank you. And I would like to thank Anexas and everyone who have helped me for the project.
Thanks, Neeraj. And now,
Now let us hear from our guest of honor, Mr. Assad Atyani, to offer us a few words of kind encouragement to the award winners. Before that, I would like to invite Mr. Amitabh Saxena to introduce us to our guest of honor.
So actually, I remember meeting Assad Atyani again around 10 years ago, and that was if I remember correctly, he was with the Avis at the time, and we initiated some projects there. We initiated with ISO 9000, and then of course moved on to a lot of process mapping, etc. And then as he moved on, we were with him. So we almost did this process improvement for many, many organizations. And now, right now, he's in Hertz, and he's the managing director of Hertz. And we have completed some process improvement initiatives there as well. So Mr. Assad, Atyani, over to you. We'd like to hear from you. And also, we'd like to hear some words of encouragement for all the 4 presenters who have won the award. So towards the end of your presentation, we would be displaying their awards on the screen. And of course, they'll be receiving it later on once through courier or online. So over to you, Mr. Assad.
Thank you, Amitabh. It's a great pleasure, first of all, to have me as a guest of honor. It's a crown on my head, really. I'd like to congratulate you and Anexas Group for this great achievement. And my relationship with you as a friend and with Anexas goes back more than 10 years. As you said, when I was the managing director of Avis, and we have done like 5 projects, 3 initiatives, if I still remember, and they are still benefiting from that until now. And as Mr. Shridhar said a while ago, you are the one who taught us the ABCs of Six Sigma. Really, thank you for that. And I came to know about that from you, and I believe Avis team, because I'm still having contacts with them until now, and they are friends. They are still thankful, and they are benefiting from that. Yeah, some of them has left, but some of them are still there, and they are happy with that. I worked for Hertz for 28 years, actually. Then I moved to Current Car for 2 years, did some restructuring. Now I am with Hertz. Yes, in Hertz, we have successfully completed the process and procedure, and we have the training of Green Belt. 15 of our managers has completed the training successfully, and they are awarded a certified Green Six Sigma Green Belts, and we are moving, hopefully after this pandemic, to certify going down to the middle management, and we will move also to a black belt certification for some of our guys. And as you know, Anexas is helping us to get the ISO as well. I hope that we will be completed soon. What I would like to say that from Amitabh going down to Pradeep to Vignesh, everybody was fully dedicated even through the pandemic. They were very positive. We never asked them and said no. We never looked for them and we didn't find them. They are always available. They are always helpful. They are always patient with us. What we have done is, briefly, we have done the process and procedure for the company, and we can see the effect right away on the ground. Right now, I can assure you that Hertz Saudi Arabia is one of the best places to work. The managers are working in harmony, processes are working smoothly. It's a totally different atmosphere. It's a totally different company. Even the owners themselves, the shareholders, are very thankful, and they can see how the work is going smooth and how the guys are motivated. And not only that, that has impacted the results. In 2019, where we started the project, we have achieved the best numbers in the history of Hertz. That was really part of it is related to, yes, it was really tremendous. And even while the chairman, when I gave him the results and he said, I'd like to see the audited numbers, I said, you don't believe me? He said, no, I want to believe it officially, because anyway, Al Wasila or Hajj Hussein Arida is the group They got the franchise of Hertz in 1998, and they had, in 2019 was the record. It was far, far, far better than any year in the past. So yes, we benefited from Six Sigma, we benefited from Anexas, and we will continue, and we have lots of projects going on, and it is something that has changed the atmosphere, that has changed the work processes, even the structure of the company is perfect. The company totally is transforming into a professional e-company right now. So I have no words to say. I mean, more than thanking you, Anexas and Amitabh, for the great achievement. I can, first of all, I congratulate the prize winners today, all of them, and I assure you, Six Sigma can be implemented in every field. You can even implement it at home. I am telling you, you can do that wherever you go. It works. I'm telling you that. So yes, you have to be confident. Go ahead. You will benefit from that by all means. So what you have done is great. I have been watching your projects, and you yourselves were saying it's really of a big benefit, which is true. I am feeling that in my organization. I can see how the guys are working smoothly, how the operations and processes are going smoothly, which is really great. I congratulate you, Anexas. It's your 15th anniversary. I hope we can, if we stay alive in these circumstances and tough times, we can celebrate again together the next 15 years of great achievements. Yeah, I'd like, yeah.
On the 30th anniversary once again.
Yes. Yeah, share me, I mean, praying for the whole world to pass this pandemic safely, and I hope it will end soon. So congratulations, and I am very thankful to be part of your projects, and I'm very thankful to know you guys and to benefit my company. And we will have lots of projects in the future to work together. Congratulations, and really well done. Thank you very much.
Thanks a lot, Mr. Assad Atyani. And just to tell you that we have a few more presentations of a few more award winners. So, Mr. Joe, here award.
I'm taking that.
And similarly, we have got awards for everyone. So we move on, and we have our next presenter. And also, before we invite the next presenter, these projects were guided by Gopi Krishna, Vignesh, Anil, and Arvind. So a big thanks to all of them as well. And let us have the remaining presentations very quickly. And
thank you, Mr. Assad Atyani, for your encouraging words. Let us now continue with our award function. The next award goes to Mr. Monka Dune. Let us hear about his project.
Good afternoon, all.
Good afternoon. Good afternoon.
Okay. I want to welcome all of you to this day, and I also want to thank the entire team. My name is Monka Dune. I did the project. Once again, my name is Monka. I did this project on Starseed Production Improvement Project is the title of the project. And this is the summary of it. And in the define phase, the tools used of this project was the CPHQ, and there is the mark which was used, and the project charter, And in the project charter, we'll look at data which was collected from the 19th of May to the 15th of June. And because as the production project, we are looking at reliable data that should be collected from the same factory. And the project is focused at the in the machine shop unit, focusing on improving the machine shop output of production. So in the problem statement, as at the 19th of May, there were about 44% of the output level, which the company or the production unit was struggling with on daily basis. And between the 19th of May to 15th of June, that the project or the data was collected, we are looking at the output of the machine shop as a production company. Then the goal statement was or is to increase production output of machine shop from 44 current level as at the month of May to 85% target by the end of October 2020. And that is the defined phase. Then in the measured phase, the tools used is histogram, which shows the productivity normal bars or charts. We have the control chart, the X bars of the daily production connecting from the 19th of May to 2020 to 19th of June 2020 from in the production units. And then the CTQ is productivity and the target is 85%. And the defect level is 85% less productivity. And the unit is every shift, which is day and night shift. And then the opportunity is meeting the target or not meeting the target with the sigma level of 0.55. And in the analyze phase, the tools used is cause and effect diagram, which shows, cause and effect diagram of less production, which pictures out the personnel, the materials, the measurement, the environment, method, and machines. So these are the factors. And then we look at the Pareto charts as one of the tools. And in it, the idle time was identified. The scatter plot was used. And also in it, we see the 95% confidence level mean. And in the improve phase, there were some collection of data on how to improve the production from the entire team of the company. And these centers around some of the summary which we have here to be provision of some equipment, also continued training, and also some experienced hands, and also the environmental factors, and also ensuring the right tooling and all that. So this is where we are. We are on the control phase, the improve phase at the moment, and then the control phase will come in as soon as possible. Once again, I want to thank the team. And this project was supervised by Mr. Govin, Aravin, and the entire team. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thanks a lot. We'd like to invite the next participant.
The next award goes to Mr. Hemagiri. We would like to invite him to speak about his project.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Thanks for the opportunity to present my project, where we have taken a project in a construction industry. Reducing cost of incidents. Basically, we have considered this Lean Six Sigma concept of DMAC, which is define, measure, analyze, and improve and control. So we have identified the SIPOC, and then we set our goal statement and then estimated financial opportunities. Then we analyzed our data based on the data collection and number of projects selected samples. And we identified the issues in the analyze phase and identified with respect to cause and effective diagram and the FMEA hypothesis and all those things. And then we improved our process by having a brainstorming session and then identified key improvements. And there was an initial sigma value, which is 0.86. That is very less. And now we have improved to 3.11. That's a significant improvement, and which we have saved around $720,000 million. This is one of the key projects for construction industry. And with respect to control phase, we have developed this IMR charts and all those things, and where we have learned how the operational condition and competencies and enhanced process and equipments. So on a whole, we have improved our process with respect to 0.8 sigma to 3.11, which is a significant. And I thank Mr. Gopi and Mr. Amitabh and team. And it's a pleasure to present my project in this forum. Thank you. Thank you.
Thanks, Himagiri.
The next award winner is Mr. Shajib Mohammed.
Okay, my name is Shajib Mohammed. I'm from Bangalore, India. I have done a Six Sigma Green Belt project. So my project is to reduce the call abundancy rate in an inbound process. So here we go with the define phase, where we have used the tools SIPOC, Project Charter, and the CTQ. And the goal is to reduce the call abundance rate to less than 5% from 25%. And the next is a measure phase, where we have used the tools graphical summary, DPMO. Here we have used the 50 samples of data, and we find out the sigma level as 0.09. Then it goes to analyze phase, where we have used the tools like fishbone diagram, Pareto chart, scatter plot, and the box plot. And using these tools, we found the root causes which are highly impacting the process. Then we go to improve phase, where we use the tools like anti-solutions, 635 method, and FMEA. By using the techniques brainstorming and benchmarking, we found out the solutions for the causes which are affecting highly on the process. And then finally, it comes to the control phase, where we have used IMR chart before and after improvement to find out the sigma level, and the achieved collection grade is 3.39, and we'll have a monitoring plan to control and maintain the process as we got us improved. That's all for my project. Thank you so much.
Thanks, Shajib, for the nice project. And now
we would now like to invite our 8th award winner, Mr. Shankar Kala Murugan.
I would also like to tell, as he's preparing, that all our master black belts who guided them, they are in their either late 20s or early 30s. So it's all youth power, and I can say that the Lean Six Sigma is really bright. Gopi, Arvind, Vignesh, and Anil, all are in their 30s, almost, yeah, early 30s or maybe late 30s. Yes, please go ahead.
Yeah, good evening all. Thanks for giving this opportunity to present my project. So I'm Shankar. So I'm working in the US healthcare domain. The US healthcare domain, a lot of hospitals are facing the collection rate issue. That is why we have taken this project to set up a benchmark to improve the collection rate. And we have taken, we are working for major US hospitals. So we have taken a sample based on the major hospitals from the US. Their major problem statement is, one of the US hospitals is facing a major problem in the collection rate. And currently, they are trending at 80% of collection ratio to insurance claim processing. So our goal statement to improve the collection rate to greater than 95%. So we are started doing the CPHQ project charter and CPHQ to increase the collection. So move on to analyze phase. We collected 22 samples based on the month data. We have collected to understand the current performance of the project data. So and also identify the current sigma level. Based on that, we identified the current the particular current performance sigma level at 1.8. So we used graphical summary to project that data, and we using DPMO4 to identify the sigma level. So move on to analyze phase. We identified the root cause, major root cause based on the tool fishbone diagram, Pareto chart, and the major causes account type, low dollar, high dollar, tenuity like freshers and experience, the productivity rate, number of accounts they are processing on a daily basis, denial rate based on the rejections, the follow-up, timely follow-up, whether there is a timely follow-up is there or not. So based on the, we identified these are the major causes affecting the overall collection rate. So we check with relations y and x based on the scatter plot, box plot, and yeah, we identified these are the major causes. Then we move on to info phase. We conducted we go with the anti-solution method, where what are the way we can affect the process. So we collect a lot of input from the team members, and we used the 6-3-5 method also, and also we used FMEA also. So based on that, we got the solution point. One is for allocations. We improved the allocation, the macro level of allocation. How how we can focusing on the high dollar accounts and aging accounts. What are the areas we have to look at to improve the collection? We based on that, the allocation has been set up in the tool itself, and we training has been provided to the freshers based on their tenure associate. They are providing their best practices to the freshers. And yeah, so we have follow up. What are the follow up? The timely follow up. We have set up a different tool to identify which are the claim required at what time. So for example, if it is a particular claim, it is required 15 days follow up. So automatically it will come to the agent bucket, and they can follow up that particular claim, so that they will not skip that account. So we did a lot of implementation in place. So based on that, we improved a lot, and our collection rate has been improved. Currently, it is trending at 97%. This is really this is a project is benchmarking for other projects. Based on these best practices, definitely we can apply for other projects as well. Definitely, it will improve all the hospital collection rate. Thank you, Amitabh sir and Vignesh, for supporting me a lot to complete this project.
I would now like to invite Mr. Shridhar to tell us some encouraging words. Thank you.
Congratulations to Monica, Himagiri, Shajib, and Shankar. And I think the last participant was not able to join. So first of all, I could see a few things in your presentation. One is you have taken up projects in a very sincere manner. That's number one. Second, you have followed the process to the team. And third, which is most important in any project, is perseverance. So congratulations to each one of you. I also know that each one of you will grow up to become good leaders in the industry. There are three things which I want to leave you with when it comes to leadership, whether it is Six Sigma, whether it is any corporate which you're going to join, or a not-for-profit. There are three things that are required for any leader. Number one is perseverance. Number two is humility. And number three, above everything else, is integrity. So my best wishes to all of you. I think it's a phenomenal initiative what you have taken. Please continue with this journey. Please continue the learning journey. I think you have an excellent learning partner in Amitabh and Anexas, and I look forward to your continued success.
Thank you, Mr. Shridhar. I would now like to invite Dr. Varsha to propose the vote of thanks.
Hello, everybody. I would like to thank our chief guest, Mr. Shridhar Venkat, CEO Akshaya Patra Foundation, for taking this precious time for joining us on our 15th Foundation Day and sharing his journey with us. I thank Mr. Assad Atyani, Managing Director of Hertz, Saudi Arabia, for joining us to encourage our award winners and also for his valuable words of wisdom he shared with us. I congratulate all the Lean and Six Sigma BREST Project Award winners for participating in the ceremony and sharing the marvelous work they have completed. Once again, congratulations to you. Thank you to all the viewers who are watching the ceremony live or would watch it later on our Facebook and YouTube channels. Thanks for being there. I also thank the whole Anexas team for making Anexas what it is today, and also for organizing this function online, with it going live on 3 channels simultaneously. Thank to you all who are a part of team today, and also those who had been a part of Anexas in the past and have contributed to take Anexas to great heights. Thanks to their continuous support and understanding of being in a global business and rising up to the challenges when the company needed. In spite of the COVID-19 pandemic, the team has displayed immense strength and come out with even better performances, demonstrating the true spirit of Anexas. We are sure that in future, we will attain new heights and open up new horizons. We love you all and could not have done better without your support. Thank you very much.
Thanks a lot. And once again, my personal thanks to Shridhar and Assad Atyani for joining us. And especially Assad, I understand you made it almost at the last moment. So special thanks for that. And thanks to whole team for performing. In fact, sometimes now I have started believing that if we face challenges, the best comes out of us. So thanks to the whole team as well. And once again, congratulations to all the participants for the awards. So we can cut the cake of our 15th birthday, 15th birthday, right? Okay, so we have a cake, small cake. We will be cutting it. So if you'd like to join the ceremony, why not? You can stay on. So here's the cake, and we are just cutting the cake. And all of us, those who are on the Zoom call, you can just unmute yourself and we can clap our hands for some time. So in pandemic, this is how we celebrate our birthday. So congratulations to everyone, and thanks for being with us throughout our journey. Thanks a lot.